taken over by there were those people who are the rich ones, there are those who are claiming that they were developers, then there are those who are landlords. Actually, we found that 3/4 of the facilities in the market are being rented out. And yet the provision of government is that these markets the management operations are guided by the Market Act 2023, which His Excellency the President assented to last year on 22nd of May 2023. So the Act stipulates very clearly that the vendor who is making a living in the market, selling in the market, is the one who should be in the market, and the landlord is the city council. But here we found that there were landlords who were charging vendors exorbitant amounts of money. Just to cite a few examples, we found a case where an individual was charging a vendor in an open space where council the rate of payment was 3,000 per month. He was charging a vendor 5.5 million shillings, and that definitely is too high a figure. We have also established that some landlords were charging between 1 million to 8 million shillings per year for a facility where council was charging between 50 to 100,000 in the ranges. So in carrying out the exercise, we tried to do whatever it takes to allocate or register the vendors, those who are actually doing the business, and remove the facilities from the in the market around about 2016. The members of the allocation committee actually had allocated each of them 2 facilities or more, and yet the Market Act now says every vendor should have one facility. And for that matter, we have emphasized that let every vendor have a single facility. We have covered the 534 lockups, and we want to believe that about 98% of the people now in the market are the bona fide or the genuine vendors who deserve to be in the market. We, as the next steps, we have not finalized on the stalls. We have asked the city council together with the section leaders in the market to identify the open spaces. Those are the stalls, pitches which are not being occupied, because we are advising council that the vendors who are selling outside the market and around about in town should now be invited to go back to the market. So we have advised the city council on the next course of action. In the meantime, as we were getting the facilities and giving to the vendors, we were advising them to pay, because the vendors who were renting from the so-called landlords were paying money, but the landlords were not paying council. But now, where each place where we would go, we would ask for the status whether he or she is paid up as a vendor, and we ask them to pay. And the vendors are very willing to pay. On Tuesday, when we started, the account balance on that 1,257,000 shillings. But as we close of business today, out of this exercise, we have been able to collect 143,656,000 shillings. Our expectation is that if those who have been given are all going to pay, we expect that by tomorrow, Mbale City Council should have generated about 150 million or so. So what are the next steps? The next steps is that my team with the council is going to generate that list of what we now call the genuine vendors who have been allocated those facilities. This list will be pinned in the market, in the council hall, in all conspicuous places so that vendors go and cross-check. During our verification, we have been identifying vendors through their name, their NIN number, their telephone numbers, and the lockup which they have been operating in. So that list will be put up. We expect the vendors to go and check and confirm that those are their genuine partitioners. And then after that, there is a form which has been designed for all the markets in Uganda, which those vendors are required to pick and fill, expressing interest in using the facility, using the lockup, stall or otherwise. So after they have filled those forms, they will return them to the market master. The City Council is going now to compile, verify the application form against the list which has already been pinned up. And after that, we expect council to issue allocation letters. It's going to be the second time the vendors in Mbale market are going to get allocation letters. But this one will be the genuine and the official allocation letters, because the previous ones which were given in 2016 were temporary allocation letters.
Nyonyo nga abasuubuzi olw'ensonga nti nno emyaka zonna 10 eziweddeko tubadde tunyigirizibwa ng'abaafuna amalokaapu bayita ba landlord, ate nga above them waliwo Mbale City Council nga naye landlord. So kati nga wakati awo waliwo omuntu gwe twandiyise middleman nga yajja wanatusonzamu esente enyingi, ye n'agenda mu kyalo, ffe ne tusigala nga wantunyigirizibwa ng'abasuubuzi. Naye gavumenti kye yaleese okugamba nti akatale baakazimbira omuntu akoleramu, twakisanyukidde nnyo lwakuba nti kati twafunye omukisa nti buli akolera mu lockup gye basangamu gye bawa. Era bakusanga ng'okoleramu bakubuuza nti yegwapa wano okola ngaani, n'ogamba nti nze ndi nnyini lockup eno. Ne bakubuuza opangisa oba kanso yakuwa, n'ogamba nti nze mpangisa ku landlord. N'akugamba nti kamisona n'akugamba nti ffe wante wali landlord okujjako landlord ali atya, ali kanso. Era there and then ne bakusaba ID, ne bakuwaki, ne bakuwa ennyumba. Abasuubuzi baffe bafunye amayumba okujjako wano we tuli, wabadde okusaga nti omuntu omu abadde alina lockups 2 ng'ate zonna azipangisa sente ezitali wansi wa milioni 6. Kati olwaleero tusanyukidde commissioner zo n'atubuuza twogere amazima era tugogedde nti abadde alina lockups 2 era saawa eno bamuwaddeko etya emu esigadde bali kugiwa oyo abadde agikoleramu omusuubuzi mwennyini anyigirizibwa n'emisolo ez'omukatale, anyigirizibwa n'embeera ey'akasasiro ebeera wano bagimuwadde era bagikwasira Muhammad Muzuma misana nga ffena tukola ki tulaba tusaba nti komisiona mweyongera okubeera abeerufu nga bwemulaze wano akatale katambule bulungi. Era kumbe mulimu abantu nga babi balina emitima mibi tebageriza baanaabwe lwansonga ebyezimbira akatale ng'ezimbira ku muntu wa wansi, naye osanga omuntu alina ennyumba 3-5 ng'opangisa bupangisi alina obusobozi obukoleramu ate nga tolina obusobozi obusasula lenti milioni 8-9. Kale tusanyukidde nnyo gavumenti kyekoze, ate terekeraawo
municipal council aba leaders abo ba municipal council n'abaerusi abawa babiikirira abantu abalala ne bagamba eno yono bali ne batwala ekyo, naye ng'ate bagobyewo omuntu mwennyini abadde akola bizinesi ne bamugobawo. Like for example waliyo gye bagobye ng'ebintu bye basitudde ne babiteeka mu ofiisi wali biri awo, you can even oyinza okugendayo ne mu recoveringa ne mwatakinga kugondo tangible business erina machines. Ate madamu oyo yali ababanja, I have even had it, I'm going to show you and recover. Yali abanja municipal yatungira ne municipal ababa security ebatungira uniform ne bagana okumusasula era n'awandika ministry ne orderlinga ne balyoka bamusasula. bakanso nabo ne baddamu ne bawandiika ne bagamba yes kituufu obadde otubanja kakati omuntu ng'oyo example bamuuma batya facility okweyongera na business ne bagamba nti tebasobola kumuwa so ekibaddewo in general kigamba nti bazze bano ba leaders ne babiikirira abakulu abavudde ku ministry ne babalaga ebikyamu ne baligesalinga si bonna abamu balungi n'abalala baligesalinga abantu abakyamu ne baleka bavenda bennyini ekitegeeza nti after a week ojja kulaba lokazi babawadde nga nsibe nga tezirikola business because of that staging bagobamu ono ne bateekawo omulala oli nagamba landlord vaawo ate ono abeerewo bawandiikeyo kati bamuwandiika agenda kulima mukyere agenda kukola bibyeyo byabadde akola eno awasigadde nga bintu babisibyewo ate si kyekigenderwa kya his excellence Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni yagambye bajje bawandiike bavenda bennyini abakola ki abali mu kukola era babaleke nga bakola ki.
On F2101 together with now F2047, these two were given to Arema. We have removed the other one because every vendor must have one. Now the most painful thing here is that in 2047, Mr. Warema is among those developers who refuse to pay council. And the outstanding for him in this lockup is 1,560,000. What we make a mistake? 1,560,000. You are using the facility here. You even have two. There are people who are selling on that on the road there. They don't have facilities.